With our clients, we were looking at 2- and 3-bedroom apartments in ELVIRA. Well, the building is almost at its final stage of completion, so we were just walking around checking out the view directions. And since I'm here, let me tell you a bit about the stages of construction of the buildings on the first line to the park in Dubai Hills. In this video, we'll talk about the progress of construction of the buildings on the first line to the park. We'll be looking at all of this live, and we'll also check the report from Dubai Rest. For those who don't know, in Dubai, a commission from the land department visits every construction site and assesses the progress of the construction. And we can see this report in the Dubai Rest app, and we'll be looking at both the numbers and how everything looks in reality. So, if we're talking about ELVIRA, these are the 2 buildings behind me. As of today, the progress is at 85%. And most likely this building will already be finished, or rather, the complex of 2 buildings will be completed this summer. These are still some of the most interesting buildings from an investment perspective. ELVIRA has a younger brother who looks very much like her. This is Parkside views on the right side. The building is basically the same configuration. And according to the Commission's report, progress is at 73%, but visually, as you can see, the building is almost completely finished. Yes, friends, you can feel the neighborhood atmosphere. Kids are playing football, so there are a lot of children around. For those who don't know, Dubai Hills is the very best family neighborhood in all of Dubai. Let's take a little walk around the area. I'll show you how everything looks today, and we'll check out other buildings and talk about their construction progress as well. Actually, in terms of location, right now we're almost at the end of the park. The park stretches for almost 1.5 kilometers in that direction. Now we'll walk through it together and take a look at everything. In previous videos, we talked about Lime Gardens, Parkfield, and Park Horizon. As you can see, the buildings are already finished and people are already moving in. Yes, friends, if anyone has the budget, you can also consider, well, at least for yourself. And if you're thinking about resale, you'll need to consider how good the prospects are. These are duplexes on the very top floors. On average, they start from 6.5 million as of today. And we have another building which is behind me and currently under construction. It's called Palace Residence. As of today, if we go by the figures from the Commission, the construction progress is at 36%. Now let me show you how it all looks in real life. By the way, from here we can also see the terrace, Angel Cakes. A great place right on the front line by the park. And again, the beautiful ELVIRA building. Here are the 2 buildings, the first and the second. And Parkside fused with some really amazing views. By the way, there's also a great... By the way, in addition to duplexes and 3-bedroom apartments, there are quite a lot of 1-bedroom apartments here which will also have views of the park. For Amar and for Dubai Hills in general, this is quite a rarity. So if you need a 1-bedroom apartment with a view, be sure to reach out. And let's take in the atmosphere once again. As you can see, there are a huge number of people out on the streets. So friends, as I've said before, Dubai Hills is always a great place to live. People always really want to move here, and it's easy to see why. And this is a very important point for you as an investor. You buy property where there will be demand for it. If we look at this building, here we have 3-bedroom apartments. And then we have the 1-bedroom units. From here to here, all of these 1-bedroom units will have great views of the park. Because as you can see, this neighboring building is called VIDA. It's set back a bit, towards the road, so to speak. So accordingly, the views won't really be blocked of the park area. And in that direction, the park continues for quite a long way. By the way, for those who have an apartment in VIDA, take a look at what the buildings look like today. Yes, guys, as you can see, the new buildings already have clothes dryers and garden furniture on the balconies. People are already moving in. As you can see, in addition to those trampolines, if your child is a bit older, there's actually a really cool skate park here. It's located right next to the building called HYDE. This building is not from MR. But if someone bought an apartment here, you can check out the construction progress. Now we've entered from the other side, so once again, PARKSIDE views into ELVIRA. Here's a dress. Let's take a look. This is what a dress looks like today. Those windows belong to the business park cluster, meaning that's commercial real estate managed by MR. By the way, these 3-bedroom units here will also eventually have a great view of the address grounds. If we're talking about the side views, they're actually not bad either. So that's how it is, friends. As you can see, very soon the first line of the park will be fully built up. And essentially this is what it is right now. This is the most liquid real estate in Dubai Hills, if we're talking specifically about apartments. And now let's leave the park. I'll just show you where the mall is located. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, there is still an apartment available from the developer in HYDE. If you're interested in that, let me know. We'll just check what's still available and whether it makes sense to buy it. Or maybe it's better to get something during the assignment period. So here we are, we've exited the park. Right in front of us is the huge Dubai Hills Mall. As always, I'd like to remind you that we are a licensed agency in Dubai. So if you ever need to buy or sell any property here, be sure to reach out. We'll be happy to help you. Well, see you again in new videos.